Is that all right, Kathy? Running it.
All right. Everybody, thank you for coming to our welcome party for our electric school bus. She has been a long time in coming, and it takes a lot of patience for some of these things to happen, but we're very excited she's here. Very thankful to the school committee. My name's Tanya Bodell. I am the chair of the Alternative Energy Committee. Hello, everybody in the bus. Woo! I love it. I love it. So just to give you an overview of how our quick event's going to go, we're going to have some remarks by myself and some of the leaders in town who helped to make this happen. We're going to have Jim Anderson, who is the bus company that supplied us with our bus, to talk about it. We're then going to do an official ribbon cutting ceremony, and those will be the folks who have come up and talked, but we'd love for all the kids to be in the bus, to be with us. And once we cut it, Ray is going to do the countdown with the bus, honking down, and then he's going to go crazy, because he likes to make noise, and start the bus so we can hear what it sounds like. But everybody will have to be quiet, because you'll see. So, we're about to start. Thank you everybody again for coming. We're very excited to have our electric school bus here. I'd like to take a few moments to just thank everybody that made it happen. This really takes a village, and it's fortunate that we live in this beautiful village of Cohasset, where people work together. This has come together thanks to the town staff, thanks to the school committee, thanks to the schools, thanks to the Alternative Energy Committee members. Raise your hand, Alternative Energy Committee members. Woo! We've worked closely with the state. Lisa Sullivan, raise your hand, from DOER. Thank you for your help. Mass CEC was an integral part of this. And Nell, who is going to manage the data and sponsored this as a demonstration project. They can't be here, but let's give them a round of applause for their help. And of course, we also have National Grid, who helped to get the charger going. And I'm sure I'm missing people, but you can see how many people had to come together to make this happen. And most importantly, we have the students who have already been showing excitement and are going to get to enjoy riding on the bus as we roll it out, get ready, make sure it's nice and safe, and then start using it first as a backup bus and then maybe for routes going forward. So we're very excited to have the bus here. We're very excited to welcome our bus. We're going to have to think of a name for our bus, but that will be in the future. In the meantime, I'd like to bring in some of the leaders who helped to make this happen, the ones who I've already mentioned. We'll start with Jean Healy-Dippold from the Select Board, followed by Pat Sullivan, the Superintendent of the Schools, and then Chris Sr., and we'll move to Jim Anderson of Anderson Bus. So Jean, come on up. Everybody, let's give Jean from our Select Board a nice hand.
Hi everyone. It looks like the Magic School Bus is now green. So I won't reiterate what Tanya said, but I did want to do a special thanks to our Alternative Energy Committee, who's all out there. I know that they in particular have really spent hours and hours of all sorts of things that I know many of us would consider to be probably tedious, hard work in order to get this off the ground, including many meetings with committee members and all sorts of stakeholders. So I wanted to extend a special thanks to them for their hard work and diligence, and thank all the rest of you for supporting these efforts so Cohasset can so it can continue going green and help our future.
All right, Superintendent Pat Sullivan. I don't think we ever thought we'd see this day, and I had to practice a lot of patience, but come on over.
Thanks, everyone. This is a nice groundbreaking opportunity. I don't want to reiterate all the thank yous, but I do want to say good afternoon and thank the school committee. I want to thank Ms. Tanya Bodell, the Alternative Energy Committee, members of the Select Board, Capital Advisory Committees. I know I have Chris Senior, Town Manager here, of course, Jean Healy-Dibbold, and the Select Board. Our Transportation Supervisor, Ray Mashiosha, who's done such a great job getting everything ready, and Sue Owen, who's our Director of Finance and Operations, did yeoman's work on this as well. And of course, all of our bus drivers. I know we have some bus driver representatives here. They do such an amazing job. I always say the bus drivers are important. They're the first people that our students see when they get on the bus in the morning, and often the very last people they see as they leave for the day. So thank you for everything you've done. And I just want to thank everyone for making this bus a reality. It's really not a small task. Initiating a grant, passing it through town government, working with Annelle, thank you Annelle, Anderson, Bluebird, everyone who's worked on this to create the needed infrastructure, installing the charger and educating all on the importance of this groundbreaking initiative is really deeply appreciated. Most importantly, having electric school buses creates lower emissions than our diesel buses. It improves air quality in our town. It reduces noise pollution. It reduces maintenance cost. It helps all the riders, students, keep healthier, which is nice. They're not breathing in the fumes. And shows environmental responsibility that will hopefully inspire our students to improve their current world and the world that they will leave after they're on this world. The adding of an electric bus to our fleet is an important step towards one day electrifying all of our fleet and towards inspiring the pursuit of alternative energy resources that can truly make a difference. As John F. Kennedy once said, the earth is what we all have in common, and we must preserve it for this and for future generations. As we end Earth Week, it is Earth Week, I want to thank everyone who is present here today for making a difference. And I want to give a special thanks, just a little recognition to Tanya. We got her some very earthy flowers here. And go students. I feel like we should have like an electric, it should play the electric slide music as it drives down the road, and there should be strobe lights underneath. That would be kind of cool. But thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and I do want to reiterate, Ray, I know you don't like to be pointed out, but Ray, who's in charge of the bus drivers, oh, he's in the bus! Yay! Woo! And Susan Owen have been on the weekly meetings and really did make this happen. Susan, thank you for all of your support and your time. Next, we'd like to hear from Chris Senior, who hopefully will be bringing up his town dog. And Chris is the town manager for Cohasset, and he has provided incredible support to our committee and to the entire town, and it's been a gift to have him as town manager. Chris, thank you.
Thank you. So they say it takes a town, right? And that's exactly what's happening here, right? This has taken years. When I got here 10 years ago, it's hard to believe now, right? There was an incredible amount of energy. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of infrastructure, literally. And collaboratively, we've gone to a solar landfill. We've gone to 16 charging stations around town, several of which are fully occupied right now at the high school. We've gone to the participation in the Green Communities program, and literally millions of dollars of grants, many of which have been spent right here in the schools for lighting and improved HVAC. The most dramatic of which now sits right in front of us right here. And I gotta tell you, it looks just like any other regular school bus, right? Which is the entire point of it. That said, it's the next generation. And we're so excited to be able to have something look so normal. And it's, by the way, on the roads all the time. Something that's actually improving our future. So thank you, Tanya. Thank you, the Alternative Energy Committee. Thank you to all of you in town for supporting these programs, because I got to tell you, they're not easy. the time and energy it takes, and just on this bus, right? How many years have we zigged and zagged on this? Because it's not easy. That said, the end result is well worth it. So I'm hoping that the kids running that bus will be standing where we are someday, inaugurating a green school maybe, or a green lighter than air vehicle, or all kinds of cool stuff. Or maybe you'll be talking to us from the moon, like some of our, we had our astronaut program earlier this year. So use this as inspiration, because when we were in school, the school buses looked the same, but I guarantee you, they were not the same on the inside. So thank you all. And this is a tremendous step. And again, thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, all the folks who made this happen. And thank you most especially the kids who are going to ride it every day. It's going to be a great, great addition to the Cohasset fleet. Thank you.
So we have the next generation bus for the next generation. We're very excited, and to hear more about that, Jim Anderson of Anderson Motors / Anderson Bus / Anderson Brothers. He somehow works with his brother, and they're still alive, and they make great things happen. So Jim Anderson, tell us about our bus.
Thank you so much. Well, you should be very, very proud, okay, to be a leader in the state here, to be able to be one of the first in the state to be able to put an electric bus on the road in your fleet. That's something to be proud of, and we couldn't be more than happy to be standing here and see it that it's real. Yeah, we're from East Providence, Rhode Island. We're a dealership, second generation dealership. Just to kind of give you a little quick snapshot background. I've been in the transportation industry in New England since 1961. So we're proud to represent Bluebird. Bluebird is a corporation. They make this bus out of Fort Valley, Georgia. They're the leader. I've heard people mention buses earlier. You probably rode in the Bluebirds years and years ago when there was stick shifts, standards, and gasolines when we grew up. But they've been making buses since 1927. So you guys have got a leader in the industry. They lead the alternative fuels throughout the school bus industry. So the choice of Bluebird has been something that's special here to be a part of it. The other thing I want to make note of is that this bus, and I heard, is the exact same bus that we've been driving. The safety features, and that's the mission of our company, is to make sure that the children and your students get to school safe. So every safety feature that a school bus needs to be built with in the United States is in that bus. So I think that's important, and that is a full production bus. One of the committee members asked me if it was a retrofit or if it was done. Nope, this is a full production bus on the assembly line. So I want to give you the confidence of that. The bus is equipped with a 155 kilowatt battery package. There's not a transmission; it's a direct drive. And I always kind of make the comment when I'm out educating. It's very similar to a golf cart, the way it works. Okay. Accelerator on, accelerator off, equipped with regenerative braking, and everything that goes along with it. There will be a challenge for the drivers to learn, and we're here to train them. We're going to work with Ray and the group, and we're going to help them get comfortable with it. And I heard a spare bus, we'd like it to become a frontline bus. Okay, so as we get more comfortable with it and get the drivers confident and understanding how to operate the bus, we want to make sure it leads the way. So with that, if there's any questions, I'll be around. I'll be more than happy to answer anything else. If I missed anything, would you like me to cover anything else?
This is good.
I'll be more than happy to respond. But really, thank you very much, and be proud of yourselves, because there's only a few districts here in the state of Massachusetts right now that are operating, and you're one of them. So congratulations. Take care.
Okay, so if anybody wants to share this with your family or your friends, it's going to be parked at the rec center tomorrow behind the library while you go pick up your bags to do Cohasset cleanup for Earth Day. Bring your friends, bring your parents, bring your family, let them see the bus. It's going to be there in all of its glory. And who's ready to hear what this bus sounds like?
If your house needs to generate, they can't. Yeah, good for you. Did you get it before the end of the year? Yeah, most of the smell. I got interviews. Let me just get the charger. Are you all right with the charger?
It's electric!